All right. Still marked as offline. You gonna go online? Okay, cool. We're live.
And we're live. It's Saturday Night Live.
Oh, it's that. No.
That's a different Saturday Night Live song.
It's not a Saturday Night Live song. It's just Saturday Night.
Oh, it's Saturday Night.
By Brendan at the Yuri.
By Brendan at the Yuri.
Yeah.
Pretty
Is
much.
that his middle name? It's actually Boyd, but...
Is it Boyd? How do you know that?
Anywho, welcome to the Unpopular Podcast.
Yes. The Unpopular Podcast.
Where we are going to talk about what everyone's talking about.
Unpopular opinions. We're not going to be talking... Okay, actually, you know what? Since we're doing kind of a mix of chat, we're doing a mix of fireside chat, and we should put a fireplace back here. And unpopular opinions. Let's talk about this whole abortion thing that's going on, because it's a hot topic.
I am fucking sick. Okay, so I'm pro-choice. I'm very pro-choice.
So am I.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way. But something I'm sick of being told is basically that men don't have a say.
Okay.
I think everyone has a say. Women, I will agree, have more of a say. But to say just men do not have an opinion on it is ignorance.
I think the only man who should have opinion is the one who is the father.
Yeah. Like in that given situation, but just to say, well, it was mostly men voting on it, so like, you know, that's the problem.
Well, it was a bunch of old white men who, guess what? All their mistresses and wives will have abortions if they need them. And daughters. Yeah. Because I ain't giving no birth to no grandson who's not in the KKK. Because it was Alabama, wasn't it?
But no, yeah. Whenever people
fucking what good has come out of Alabama?
They're ranked 50th in education. So
oh, that's pretty high.
They're
in the top 50.
They're at the extreme of the spectrum.
You know all about the spectrum.
I really do. But something
that was a bad joke.
About is like the reasoning behind why women get the bigger say in abortion that we support.
We don't support abortion. We support pro-choice.
I support abortion.
Yeah, you do, because you.
We need fewer fucking people. Okay, Thanos failed. We need to succeed.
We should start blowing up cruise ships.
Thanos potentially failed. 1 in 14,605,000. If you haven't seen
if you haven't seen it, this is your own fucking fault. It's made
I know, right?
It's made almost $1 for half the people on Earth.
Yeah.
So I think people have seen it.
Anyway.
Anyways.
I'm quitting the podcast.
Okay, it was a short run. Go check out the official podcast. They're better than us.
I don't know about that. Did you see the horse shit that was the new episode?
No.
It was clickbait. It says with Pro Jared, the dude who's currently controversial on YouTube. It says with Pro Jared. Pro Jared is not in the episode. They only talk about him for the first 10 minutes, then move on to chatting about Game of Thrones for the rest of the hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Have they jumped the shark? Has the official podcast jumped the shark? Let's get on Kaya's radar by talking some shit.
Whoever did it to Spotify made that fuck up. On Charlie's channel, it just says Pro Jared, which they put the name of the topic. Whenever they do, like, with PewDiePie, with, you know, like, insert name here, with Mr. Sark, they'll say with. On Spotify, it says with.
Yeah, on my thing, it says with Pro Jared. I use Podcast Addict.
Yeah.
And it says with YouTube, Pro Jared.
On YouTube, it just says Pro Jared, not with.
But it says 5 close man friends, which means they have a guest.
Exactly. And he never shows up, and it was purely clickbait.
Yeah, it says Pro Jared for the first, 15 minutes.
Maybe he's on next week, and whoever uploaded the episode fucked up, and they uploaded the, wrong
Fuck you and
title.
your clickbait shit.
Yeah. I was pretty salty about that, but I have faith in the boys. I'm going to assume it was an honest mistake. Or it was whoever did do it's going to get slap on the dick from the other boys. Anyway.
This unpopular opinion, Game of Thrones is overrated.
The new season is honestly trash. It is so bad. New season of Supernatural is really fucking good though.
I haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil it for me.
Okay, but I'm really.
Although I can assume what happens.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the last season though. It's looking like it's gonna be a banger, which is surprising to me that Supernatural is going out on a better note than Game of Thrones, which is like a huge thing. People tout Game of Thrones as like the biggest thing ever. I don't even think Supernatural fans call Supernatural the best thing ever.
Bet you there's some weirdos out there who do.
Yeah.
Some people who like dress up as Dean all the time, sit in their '67 Chevy and God, I would do that. What do you mean? I would do that. I fucking love that.
Like, why would you even skip on that opportunity?
I would love a '67 Chevy.
I want to talk about abortion.
We were talking about. Let's go back to abortion.
Yeah.
Speaking of a Game of Thrones.
Yeah, a show that should have been aborted. So, whenever people tell me that men don't get a say in it because it's women who go through abortion, I just want to throw back. If I'm mad enough, I'll finally just have the balls to throw this argument back at them and just be like, okay, then women don't get an opinion on rape. Men are statistically raped more than women and are statistically raping more than women. So in terms of statistics, men are the opinion on rape. We get raped the most and we rape the most. So we win on both sides of that spectrum.
I think that you're fighting so there's a war going on. There's a battle going on, and you're over here fighting a tree.
No,
I think the whole men should or shouldn't have a say thing is not. There's a lot of women who are against. There are a lot of women who have abortions who are against abortions.
Yeah, because they're hypocrites.
I thought they were hippopotamuses, or Karens. You're a Karen.
Dude, I wish Karens got abortions so that they wouldn't let their little anti-vax kid run around.
Fuck you, Karen.
I always hate it, though, whenever people who are pro-vax are like, we need to have their kids vaccinated and stuff. It's like, no, fuck them. Natural selection, right there. It's not the kid's fault. It's not the fucking zebra's fault that it got mauled by a lion. Still happened.
Yeah, but the zebra hurts when it dies.
Yeah, so that kid.
Yeah, but it's not the kid's fault.
Yeah, it's not the zebra's fault.
I actually, it was really funny, is right before we came on the podcast, I was reading somebody's Facebook post about abortion, and there was this girl that I know that I work with, and she was posting about it, and she was just basically debunking every single argument that there is on there. And it was really good. She, it wasn't written by a scholar, but she was just a normal person, a normal 30-something woman talking about it and debunking all of it, and it was really good. I liked it.
Wait, in favor of pro-choice?
Yeah, she was pro-choice. And one of them was the argument she debunked was, would you have wanted your mom to abort you?
Yeah.
Would you want your mom to abort you? I wouldn't be sentient. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I would just be born as a beetle instead.
It's the idea. It's in the same vein of when people are like, well, when you die, what happens? What do you mean nothing can happen? How can there be nothing? Well, what was it like before you were born? Huh? How was that nothing? Do you remember that?
Ooh, you want to talk about some real shit?
No.
I personally, I don't really care for religion. I think it's stupid.
I'm just there is a God. Cool. I'll try and live a good life and make him or
yeah,
her
exactly.
happy. I'm just gonna live the best life I can.
What makes me really it calms me down when I'm like, oh my God, there's nothing. We just live and die. What really calms me down is what if past lives are a thing? And you just live everybody's life. It's all a simulation. You just live everybody's life.
Wait, are you talking about the thing where every single person is just one person reincarnated? When you die, you're gonna end up in 607 AD as a Chinaman?
Or I'll wake up as you.
That would be so disappointing.
And then you'll wake up as me. Yeah, it will be.
Well, technically, you'd wake up. No, we can't do that. Because then we'd be stuck in a loop. So there has to be like a logical order to the reincarnation.
No, time is just a big bowl of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
How about let's stop fucking quoting Tumblr girl shows by bringing
How
up Supernatural
dare
and
you.
Doctor Who.
We both watch those shows.
I love them.
We both watch those shows.
Unpopular opinion, they're good. I will admit they're.
What do you mean they're unpopular opinion?
Dude, like it's definitely like an edgy.
By Instagram normies think they're unpopular.
Yeah, well, I mean, like even compared to general media, they definitely perform a lot lower than, like Game of Thrones or The Office or something. Like they are definitely like nowhere near punching in that weight class. And also, there's a lot of like melodrama horse shit. I'm not gonna lie, I love it, but it's definitely a little bit overly dramatic sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but they usually have like kind of good wholesome messages, especially Doctor Who. Like they usually have like a good tie into like being a better person. Where in Supernatural, it's just two brothers lying to each other about being okay. Dude, we have 14 seasons of it.
Dean, are you okay? Yeah, Sam, I am okay.
Coughing up blood in the next room. Sam jerking off into a sock that looks like Dean, and it's just like, what the fuck's going on?
But it looks like Dean with black eyes. Sam has no soul. That was honestly the worst season of Supernatural.
6?
Yeah. Yeah. Because they didn't know what to do. They're like, we only planned for 5.
Yeah. So I was actually reading up. Apparently, after they finished season 5 and the show, they decided to keep the show going. Eric Kripke, the show creator, was running over like what ideas they can do to keep pushing the show further. He's not like directly hands-on with the show anymore, but he still like wanted what's best for the show. And him, Robert Singer, someone else, I can't remember who, and some CW execs got together and were talking over ideas of what to do with the show. The CW execs said, you can't kill God. You can do pretty much anything else, but you can't kill God. We're not chill with that.
They killed Jesus, or they locked him in a box with Satan.
No, they didn't. That was fucking Michael.
Okay. I'm sorry. I have to get that out of 20 years, okay? 20 years, 22 years.
So wait, which door knocking variety were you?
When I grew up, my parents were divorced. I think we talked about that before.
Yeah.
But my dad was a Jehovah's Witness, and they believe that Jesus and Michael are the same person. And I learned this like in the past year that they're not the same person.
I just casually brought it up in conversation, and he was really confused. And another thing that we brought up in terms of we talk about religion a lot for people who aren't religious. I brought up that
called atheism.
The Immaculate Conception is Mary, not Jesus, and we're arguing about it. And he finally Googled it, and I was right. Immaculate Conception is Mary. She is the only person born without the original sin, so she could bear the Son of God. She could bear that holy fruit inside of her.
Yeah, that's
Did I just
what.
call God or Jesus a fag, the holy fruit.
Yeah, so Jesus and Michael aren't the same person. So if the Jehovah's Witnesses knock on your door, they are a cult. They are not the occult. They are they are a cult.
Yeah, a cult is just a not as successful religion.
Yeah,
and usually like a little bit more kind of.
Well, they have tax exemption, so they are a religion.
Yeah.
Religion.
Yeah, but also isn't the church
laser beam?
Isn't the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster also legally a tax exempt religion, and it's purely a parody?
Yeah, and so is Scientology. You fucking.
I don't think Scientology's a parody. I think that's
Scientology.
A bunch of fucking crazy people.
Scientology. I think last time I heard they own the most land in LA or California or something like that.
That is not at all surprising.
Yeah. It's like, I wonder what you guys do with all your fucking money that you steal from Tom Cruise. Let Tom Cruise go. # save Cruise. Let's
Dude,
get that going.
I would love to have his little 5'2" ass sitting between us. I don't even know how tall he is. I think he's 5'6".
I couldn't handle his energy. I couldn't handle Tom Cruise's energy. He's got a lot of energy for somebody who's like 52.
Dude, you know like how...
Although I would love to go racing with him.
You know how like when you have two dogs, and one of them's a little dog and one of them's a big dog, and the little dog's legs are like fucking going wild to keep up with the big dog? That's Tom Cruise. He has really little legs, and he's got to work harder to keep up with all the normal people.
By jumping on Oprah's couch. That's a dated reference.
I don't even understand the reference.
Oh, there was something when he was dating that, or when he was getting married to that one Katie chick, the one that he just got broken up with.
Okay.
Not too long ago. He was like on Oprah's couch, and he was so excited that he started jumping up on Oprah's couch, like fucking shoes on too. By the way, his shoes were on.
Inconsiderate.
Yeah, what an inconsiderate.
Your
asshole.
religion is a sham. Wow.
Show me the money.
$100 billion. How much money doesn't even exist? We watched Austin Powers last night.
And I got to use that line. I got to use that line at work yesterday. It's only been 15 minutes.
Dude, I'm just keeping up on it.
Okay, well, I've got a timer.
I just like to be on top of shit. Okay?
You don't like to be bottom? Anyway, I got to use that line from Austin Powers where the you don't smoke after sex. Not the last time I checked. I got to use that at work yesterday. Don't ask me what context, but...
What was the context?
I said, don't ask me that.
But now I want to know. I wasn't going to ask until you said don't ask.
Oh, we were listening to some song on the radio in the shop, and this lady sounded like she was having an orgasm. Who was singing?
The Riley Reid song?
Oh, God. Please check that out if you've not heard it.
She has a lot of black DNA in her. She gets the pass.
She gets the N-word pass?
Yeah. Just like I get the faggot pass. Look at me.
Oh, you had a lot of penis inside you.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I got one inside me right now.
Does yours tuck up?
No, I actually, like...
Is it because your balls are so small?
I actually cut out part of the couch and there's a man underneath me right now. Just going to town.
Is that why your leg is bouncing?
Yeah.
So you can rock yourself on it?
It's because I drink too much caffeine.
You're drinking more.
Yeah.
Did you drink it all already?
That isn't beer. Okay, for anyone wondering, that
Darren doesn't drink alcohol.
Red Bull.
Red Ball.
Drinking them Red Balls.
Okay, unpopular opinion, abortion. Let's get back to that. I feel like we've been going way off topic.
Yeah.
We started talking about Austin Powers.
I mean, like, how shitty does your fucking state have to be where you have to force people to be born in it? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's like, oh shit, no one wants to live in Alabama. Let's make it so they fucking have to.
You know, because there was another state who did it as well, wasn't there? Georgia?
Georgia didn't outright ban it. They made it 6 weeks, and then
but it's a felony now too to get an abortion.
Yeah.
Which guess what? Now guess what? Felons can't vote, so they're trying to take that away from women as well. What is this? 1920?
Feels like it.
You're gonna take away alcohol next? That'll have something to bitch about.
20s are coming back strong, man. We got one more year till we're back.
The roaring 20s. I know.
You're adorable.
I know. Take that, Brendan Urethra. Please come on the podcast.
But yeah,
get your 5'2" ass on the podcast.
What the fuck was I gonna say?
We can sit you next to here to your Walmart discount.
Something about fucking abortion. Oh yeah.
Don't fuck abortions.
If a woman gets raped, gets pregnant, has an abortion, she will get a longer jail sentence than the rapist.
Ah.
Like fucking how?
And Trump's president.
Yeah, Trump's president. And we have a bunch of white people.
Was this put to a vote for the general population, or was this put to
No, Senate.
How can 50 people pass a law for millions?
Because fuck you. So what the general consensus is because the Supreme Court made it federal law states do have the right to make their own laws, and if enough states start to ban abortion, it will get brought back to the Supreme Court, and now the Supreme Court's primarily right-leaning. They're hoping that they can overturn it.
I've heard that they're expecting Roe versus Wade to be brought back to the Supreme Court.
But I still don't see it, because people are like, they think like, oh, it's right-wing people in the Supreme Court. They are, these evil, alt-right, like pro-life, and they're pro-gun and everything. No, they are the smartest of the smart fucking people. They're the most, except for Kavanaugh, who I still don't know how got in, but they're incredibly well-educated, very well-read people. They didn't just get there by fucking accident.
What I don't understand is how there was such backlash after Trump got elected and he started doing idiotic things, that they did allow, that people allowed Kavanaugh to continue, and it just shows that our government is just completely inept overall. Now, I've been slowly, because I've been working and haven't really had time, listening to a Joe Rogan podcast with, I think her name is Tulsi Gabbard. She's a presidential candidate.
Huh.
She's about the most real presidential candidate I've ever seen. She's a Democratic senator from Hawaii. She's like a combat veteran.
So what does some islander have to tell me about how full country works? She lives on a fucking 2 square mile island. She doesn't understand I'm kidding.
Yeah, a little island that runs great, by the way.
Yeah. I mean,
she's got some good. She's really smart.
Country.
Yeah, no, she's not. She's actually really nice. I
mean, I'm super curious now, and I actually want to look into her.
Well,
more.
she's a Democrat and a combat veteran, and she doesn't give the canned, responses. She's on a 3-hour long podcast. They get down to some shit. They talk about everything.
So it won't be what's your views on abortion? Well, I think what's most important when it comes to the American people is that we take care of our own here in America. And they just give you a kind of workaround answer that doesn't really answer any questions.
Well,
so on the podcast, she just answers the fucking questions.
Oh, yeah, and even on some things she goes I don't know enough about that, but I'm currently actually looking into stuff like that so I can formulate a plan.
Dude, I love people like that.
And she's only 38.
Dude, I fucking love people who can just admit, yeah, I don't know. I would love to know more. If you know more, please tell me.
I really think that we need to have younger people as president.
Okay,
I don't think Trump's almost fucking 80.
Why do we have people who are going to be dead in 10 to 20 years deciding the next 50 years of the future?
Did you know that most of the founding fathers, most of the people who signed the Declaration of Independence were under the age of 40?
That doesn't surprise me.
And fucking, I learned that from that lady.
Huh.
On the podcast, and then Joe Rogan said that stupid fucking thing that pisses me off. Well, they only ever lived to be 40. It's no, they fucking didn't. Statistically, babies died a lot, so it brought the average age down.
Yeah, you have to look at
you.
You have to look at the median over.
And he knows that, because guess where I learned that from? Fucking Dan Carlin on his podcast. Dan Carlin on Joe Rogan's podcast. So Joe knows that. Stop smoking so much fucking weed, you dirty fucking hippie.
Nah, man, it's all that DMT.
Dude! The frogs are gay.
I'm still so upset and annoyed at one guest he had on.
Which one?
The MIT guy.
That guy? What about him?
Because
they were talking about steroids.
Yeah, his ignorance on steroids and stuff. Where he was the reason they aren't allowed to use it is because they're worried about the health risks for the athletes. No, they're worried they're gonna fucking murder each other.
Yeah.
A dude on steroids punching another dude in the face. That is not going to go well. If they're both steroided up, one of them is going to die pretty soon. Because those punches will pack a lot more impact to them. And he was just trying to argue with someone who used to be a professional fighter to a degree. I wouldn't really call Joe one of the biggest fighters.
Dude, he was a national champion
Wait,
kickboxer.
really?
Yeah.
Dude, I only saw him in MMA, and I know that like he wasn't like.
No, he never fought MMA. I think he was like he's like a national champion, like judo or kickboxing or something.
Huh.
Don't quote me on that.
Well, no, I've seen.
Google it.
I'm pretty sure I've seen him in UFC fights, and he was kind of like not necessarily a joke, but wasn't like a big deal.
He never fought UFC. He's in the video game.
Huh.
Yeah, they put him in the video game.
Could be wrong. Maybe I saw a different fight of him.
I saw a video. There's a video from like the 80s or something of him just knocking someone the fuck out.
I'll have to go watch some older ones because I think it was later years. Like he definitely looked a bit older, and it may have been just like kind of a like not like a pay-per-view fight, but was just like an event fight. Just like
yeah, I've seen videos. Like there's a video of him kicking a bag. Holy shit! Does he knock the shit out of the bag? He knocks the fuck out of it.
But yeah, I don't think a professor should be telling a fighter the negatives of steroids.
Well, the guy you're talking about is also a jiu-jitsu guy or whatever.
He was not talking like he was educated on fighting at all, from what I was.
He
saying.
rolls, from all I know, which I don't even know what the fuck that means. Yeah.
Anyway, should we get into some unpopular opinions?
Yeah, that's what I was just pulling up now. How do I get
expressed how much we are?
How do I get to the things that I've liked, uploaded, found it? Never mind. Fuck off.
All right.
Okay. This one I definitely want to talk about. People who go out of their way to make a cop's situation difficult deserve no sympathy. Now I get it. Some police officers are abusive. They abuse their power. But those people who just like, no, I'm not going to roll down my window. All you had was a brake light out. You're making this so fucking difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, I know my rights. Like,
doesn't mean you have to be a cunt.
You're not changing the fucking world with your 20,000 fucking views YouTube video.
Yeah.
No one cares. Just fucking take the ticket and do it. Also, fucking know how to fix your own fucking lights.
Yeah, like I saw this one picture of a guy who had like basically like a note card saying the law that he doesn't have to roll down his window and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
I hate that. Like, okay, that you may have found some loophole in the fucking Constitution, but you're just making everyone's life difficult.
Mm-hmm. It's just annoying. It's
your
just
$20 fix-it ticket to get your brake light fixed is now increasingly more difficult.
And also, so many cops, if you just have like a headlight out, will just like tell you like, "Hey, I'm just pulling over to let you know you have a headlight or a tail light or whatever." And
that also could be white privilege.
And you're just like, "Oh, I didn't know." And they're like, "Yeah, just letting you know. Have a good rest of your evening."
That's also probably our white privilege talking, Darren.
Yeah, or just we live in a metropolitan area. Well, not currently, but have. But we definitely live in a more city-esque area. If we were in a rural area, we have some fucking redneck coming up.
Do you remember when we were kids? I don't know if you heard about it, but my parents were talking about it in our little town of Canby, Oregon.
Canby, Oregon.
There was a guy going around in an old Ford Bronco, and he put one of those like old 70s style flashing lights and pull people over. And he would walk up to these cars, and it was always women who were alone. He would go up to their cars wearing a shirt that said "Undercover Cop."
What a fucking moron.
Yeah, you're not a real cop.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, those people are really annoying. And then also, like, yeah, you're allowed to film police officers, but I hate it when people are like, right fucking here, like, have the phone basically in the cop's face. It's like, I'm allowed to film you. I'm allowed to be filming you right now. It's my right as a citizen to be filming you.
If I was a cop, I'd just lick their phone.
And it's just like, no, you're just being a cunt. Like, the cop is just doing his job. Yeah, there's some shit cops out there, but you're going to piss that cop off. Which brings me to my next point.
Ooh.
That fucking movie that still pisses me off to this day. There was a movie we saw a trailer for a long time ago, and it was in the midst of all the police brutality against minorities. And I agree, it's a huge fucking problem. It is a horrible, big problem. But this movie did not deal with it right. First off, you're a director trying to make money off of a current issue, and you're definitely just trying to cash in on controversy, which is just a scumbag thing to do. Secondly, the situation in which the police becomes the bad guy, hard quotes on that, because sure as dope, let me just get into it. And the black teenager they depicted in the movie was, the innocent boy getting shot and killed. So cop shows up and he's kind of aggressive with the kid. He's like, get out of the car. And the kid's like, oh, okay. And he gets out, gives him license, like, keep your hands on top of the car while I go, run your license. And then the kid starts joking around and starts, like, climbing back into the window of the car, reaching for stuff, and gets shot. The kid's kind of in the wrong. Sure, the cop could have tased him.
Well,
just said, put your hands where I can see him, and point the gun at him. He didn't have to immediately shoot, but the kid was being a fucking moron in this movie. If a cop says even me, a white person who typically won't get shot by a cop, if a cop says keep your hands on the hood of the car, I'm staying there. I'm not gonna start joking around with my friend in the car like, oh look, I'm like halfway inside the car, like what the fuck are you doing?
I think there's several things wrong with that on both sides. First of all, the cop shouldn't have been an asshole. Made him get out so he could run his license. Like, what was that about? Did he do something wrong?
Oh, no. The cop was definitely racist, but the kid did not help the situation.
Yeah. Whoever has a gun, I'm going to do whatever they tell me to do, unless it's a day I want to die. What day is today? A day that ends in Y. Good day to die.
Yeah. Too bad die doesn't have a Y, unless we're talking about color.
I'm going to die.
Gonna dye your skin. Gonna go blackface. Robert Downey.
I'm the dude disguised as a nude playing another dude.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Don't make cops' jobs hard, or else they're just gonna kill people.
Well, I think they already have one of the most stressful jobs in the world, and it's such a shit job. And some of them are trying their hardest to do the right thing. And just pushing the buttons of a cop who wants to do the right thing until he becomes jaded and fucking hates his job. I don't think that's good for anyone. Because there are cops out there who just became cops because they want to help people.
Also, where I work, I actually work with a lot of cops.
Yeah.
Not more often than you'd think. And
I'm not surprised.
And they're completely different when they're not on the job.
Like nicer?
They're just normal people.
Yeah. I had a cop come through.
You have to be different in order to do that job.
I had a cop come through my work one day, and I just casually was like, "Hey man, I got a joke for you," and he just smiled and was like, "Let's hear it." And I said, "All right, so I'm driving down the road and a cop pulls me over. I pull off to the side, and he comes up to the window. He's like, "Excuse me, sir. Do you have any idea how fast you're going?" I said, "No, officer. I was texting." And he started laughing. He was like, if I was having a good day, I wouldn't give you a ticket. He's like, I don't care if you were going like 80, I wouldn't give you a ticket. I was like, cool.
80 to 25. All right, what's your next
fucking school zone?
What's your next unpopular opinion?
GMOs are good.
Genetically modified organics are good. Yeah, Oreos are fucking great.
Well, no, people freak the fuck out over GMOs. This world as we know it would not exist without GMOs. The planet can safely sustain about 4 billion people. We would not be able to grow crops fast enough and efficient enough to feed everyone. We would be living miserable lives right now. What a middle class person experiences would probably be what a high class person experiences in terms of quality of food and life, because GMOs save everything. And what people don't understand is all artificial and GMO means is it simply means it was made in a lab. But technology has come so far along, they know the exact molecular makeup of the things they're replicating, and they just do it in a lab. There's no carcinogen or anything in there. Like, let's take something simple like water.
I was going to say that.
Let's say we needed to make more water, artificial water. and they just take two hydrogens, attach to an oxygen, do that fucking V shape, and they just do that on a mass scale molecularly. It's artificial. There's nothing else in there other than H2O, but people would freak the fuck out. They'd be like, it's fucking artificial water. It's gonna give me cancer. It's not. If there's nothing there but H2O, it can't give you cancer. It's just water.
Unless they use like a chemical bonding agent to bond the two together.
Then it wouldn't be H2O. It'd be H2OCH4O. I don't fucking know. But you get the idea. They tack
hydrogen peroxide. Drink that.
H3O?
Drink it, kids.
Is it H3? I don't remember.
I thought it was H3H3.
No, it's H2O2. That's right. Because there's the joke where two chemists walk into a bar, and the first one says of H2O, and the second one says of H2O2. The second one dies.
Why?
Because he meant H2O as well too, and instead because he said H2O2.
Who the fuck is the bartender?
Just like hydrogen peroxide coming up.
This man surely won't die. Let me put on my lab coat while I pour you a glass of...
He's got a mouth foaming fetish.
Mouth foaming fetish? What are your weird fetishes? Fetishies? Fetishize?
I mean, being slapped is pretty great.
Slapped where?
Like in the face.
Like your small balls?
Just... I have undersized balls.
Taryn's very
I got a good
okay with
dick.
his balls.
I got a good dick. I appreciate my dick. I got small balls.
Proportionally.
Proportional. No, even like by conventional standards, I would say my balls are
even if you knocked 3 inches off, they'd still be pretty big.
Wait, 3 inches off my dick?
Yeah.
I think they would look moderately proportional. I don't fucking know. Let me borrow some scissors. And like a stapler.
This podcast's gonna get real weird.
And a stapler so I can put it back after.
Oh.
Wait, do I like kind of like snip like 2 spots in the middle, then reattach like so it still has dick head?
That's a good point. That's a really good point. Let us know what you think, how we should go about chopping Taryn's dick off.
Yeah.
Or if you had balls you'd like to donate to him so he has bigger ones.
Yeah.
Let us know.
I mean,
hit that button. Donate.
To all you white supremacist Hitler lovers, he only had 1 testicle. So if 2 of you could donate 1 testicle piece, I don't know. It's silly, and I appreciate it.
You pretty much are Hitler reincarnated. You were born on the day he died.
Yeah, but like 30 years.
Decades later. 30 years.
50 years.
50 years.
How old am I?
He died in 1945. Oh my god.
Allegedly.
What's my age again? A million. Fucking Lil Wayne did a song with Blink-182 and it's awful.
The most embarrassing part about that is Lil Wayne did better.
Lil Wayne was way better.
Yeah.
Because you guys need to get Tom DeLonge back in the band because he loves aliens. Go out there, pick him out of the forest because he ain't finding Bigfoot. Because guess what? Bigfoot's not a Blink-182 fan.
Yeah, he's already hanging with bands like Pantera.
Pantera. Oh, Metallica.
Good old Pantera.
Some good old Pantene. Okay, so...
GMOs are good. They're
GMOs are...
the world. People who are way too into eating only organic. First off, organic just means it contains carbon. Get factual.
Okay, let's talk about this one because we've both done this. Oh, graduating high school isn't really an accomplishment.
It's not.
I barely showed up my senior year and I still fucking got it.
I'm borderline fucking retarded. I think I did like 10 homework assignments all 4 years. Granted, I was a fucking loser in AP classes, so I did well on tests, I suppose. But yeah, high school is a joke.
High school is a joke, and our public school system is a joke.
Yeah.
A joke.
You mean standardized test simulator?
What?
High school is just a standardized test simulator.
I thought high school was just a musical. And that you're supposed to push it to the limit. limit.
Isn't that from a different movie?
That's what somebody told me the other day, but I don't think so.
Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was there. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Oh, okay.
You keep referencing it as if it's a part of that movie, but it's from something else. And I feel like
fine. You gotta get your head in the game.
She's the only one out of us I feel like that's qualified to dictate what was in High School Musical movies.
That's true.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Is someone in chat? Oh.
No. Nobody loves us.
I'm not surprised.
Throw an F in the chat because we're dead.
This forward or backward?
That's an F.
Yeah.
Fuck you. If you're here watching us, throw an F in the chat. There's somebody here watching us. I don't know who it is. Okay.
Anyway. What's your next unpopular opinion? Since GMOs are great, as is MSG. Anything that's 3 letters long is considerably good.
I want to get your hot take on this because I know you're sexist.
Go on.
If it's okay to charge men more for car insurance, then it should be perfectly acceptable to charge women more for health insurance. Because they obviously would need it more because they're going to be birthing children. Men aren't going to be birthing children anytime soon, unless GMOs make it happen.
Megan Fox gay.
You said Megan Fox is gay?
I said making the frogs gay.
I was like, well, that's okay. Her and her weird thumb can go be gay.
Anyway.
She has a weird thumb. I've seen the pictures on Facebook.
I haven't. What the fuck are you talking about?
She's got like one of those thumbs that it looks like somebody got their thumb chopped off, so they replaced it with a big toe that's been inside like some 50-year-old coal miner's boot for 30 years.
So, women insurance. Why is our car insurance more expensive? I thought
because we're men, we're more arrogant. We have balls and we like to go fast.
I like to go fast. Was that women were bad drivers.
Yeah, but they don't go fast.
They don't go fast.
They don't go fast.
All right.
Tokyo Drift. No women in that movie.
In terms of the whole health insurance thing.
That's a face.
I don't know.
That's the face that I think you make when you poop.
I would love to have some time to do research on this more. The average medical cost of men versus women to weigh in on that better. But I guess I'll give my uninformed, ignorant opinion. We should just be called the Uninformed Podcast. But I think that's actually taken by some famous people. Yeah. And when I say famous, I mean some middle-of-the-road comedians who are way funnier than me. I'm just fucking making a joke. God. Yeah. Yeah. Like those mediocre comedians like Bill Burr. Yeah, come on the podcast and defend yourself, please. Okay, so apparently no. This guy says the reason that they charge men more for car insurance is that when they get into accidents, those accidents are more expensive. Women get into more accidents. It's just that they're less expensive in comparison. Okay. However, it was made illegal a while back to charge women more for health insurance, despite the fact that women cost significantly more when it comes to health insurance because they have babies. If insurance uses demographic to adjust rates, then it's perfectly understandable for an insurance company to charge women more for health insurance. But I disagree with that because it doesn't require both a man and making a baby, so to charge the woman or wouldn't be fair because she's only 50% of that equation. It takes two to make an Addison. I was waiting for you to finish it, but you didn't. I'm sorry. I'm talking about important things here. But what if it took 2 men to drive a car? I thought that it took 3 kids in a trench coat to drive a car. To the adult factory. To the adult factory. Vincent Adult Man. Yep. Look at you knowing BoJack references. I know things. I'm gonna go do a business. Oh my god. It sounds like you're gonna go take a shit. Yeah, I gotta go see a man about a horse. Yeah, so just like abortion, it should be equal in opinions on it. I don't think it should be equal in opinions.
If you fucked a girl in an apple orchard and came inside her.
Dude, I still love that fucking joke I made to, I'm just gonna say the name JC. That's such a vague fucking name.
I can say your last name.
Shit, now I can't. You remember the joke though, right?
No, I don't. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Why do you say things that people just don't know about?
I made a killer joke one time.
Okay, but you said it to that other person whose last name was...
Dude,
Never mind.
I can't say it. I already said what her first name is. Now I can't say what her last name is.
He fucked it up.
Yeah, I should have gave a different first
If you
name.
pay us $100, we'll tell you, though.
Yeah, I'll put it in chat. Drop an F.
Drop an F. Whoever's in the fucking chat, drop an F.
Dude, I guarantee it's M.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Actually,
It's like our mom. She's like our mom watching.
She texted me saying she was driving a little bit ago, so I'd be surprised if it was her.
Maybe she's listening.
Well, no, she's going to a play tonight.
A play?
A play. Her roommate is doing
theater.
Anyway,
we do that across the house all the time.
Insurance, yes, we do. Yeah, it takes 2 people to make a baby, so that insurance cost should be ignored. Especially because I would say the average person having a baby is on the same insurance plan as the person that helped make that baby. So I think that should be ignored from the equation, but I don't think the fucking car insurance thing should be...
No, we lost our one viewer.
Weighted. Oh, well, fuck them. They didn't drop an F.
Didn't drop an F.
Yeah, so fuck you. Anyway. Yeah, I think the insurance should be equal across the board. I don't think they should discriminate against sex, because if you discriminate against men, it's okay in pop culture and media to discriminate against men because of their gender. But the second you say, well, women can't do this, women have to pay more for this. Just like that fucking coffee shop that had like a man tax or something. It's like, I'm paying for both fucking drinks. I'm paying for my drink and her drink. Why should my drink be more expensive? Maybe you women need to provide for yourselves more. What if I send my woman over to get the drink for me like the servant she is?
Do they ask you, like, who's this drink for?
Yeah, I know.
Do they identify as a male? What if I identify as a woman?
I heard they went out of business.
Well, yeah, because it's stupid, and you're stupid idiots for thinking that you could ever take over Starbucks.
You're stupid, dummy idiots, you fucking turds. I feel like we should plug some sponsors right now. This episode's brought to you by Tearing It Up in the Kitchen, Taryn's cooking channel. Highly recommended, some good content. Haven't actually posted anything.
You should do that. You should post it on our thing.
I have tonight off, so we'll try and wake up early in the morning. And
or you could just do it tonight.
I'd have to go to the store. Then clean the kitchen.
Yeah, never mind. Taryn's too lazy. Anyway, next unpopular opinion, Taryn. It is your turn. I've gone way too many times.
You've gone what?
I've said 3 and you've only said 1.
Wait, what 3 did you? I brought up abortion right at the beginning.
Okay. I guess if that counts, I brought up the cop one. I brought up their high school graduation one, and I brought up the insurance one.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I brought up 2. So here's my.
This is the unfair podcast.
Yeah, it's because you're a straight white man.
Straight white. I think I've said straight. I've sang that part of straight white man on every single podcast so far.
I think so too. Well, because we're straight white men, and that's an unpopular opinion right there.
Straight.
To be born the way you are.
Yeah, I thought Lady Gaga's told me I was supposed to love the way I am.
Yeah, well, unless you're a straight white man, in which case you're born evil, and you will die sad and alone. You're born sexist, racist, you know, because of all of your privilege.
I didn't know that stuff about me.
Yeah, because you were born the way you look.
I don't appreciate that you're not using night mode on Reddit there.
Dude, I hate night mode so much.
I'm not a fan of it either. I've had it on there for like a week and I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah. Pedophiles who are trying to get help are brave. Who are seeking psychiatric assistance knowing that they're sexually attracted to kids.
Who does that? I've never heard of anybody doing that.
I'm sure it's out there. It just doesn't hit the news because it only hits the news when they're fucking kids and going to jail. Like, you never see that in the news. Pedophile seeks help. That's not exciting. When's the last time you've seen in the news someone about depression going to therapy? It's not really groundbreaking news. I'm sure it's out there. But yeah, it definitely takes a lot of fucking balls to say, yeah, I'm sexually attracted to kids, and I understand that that's a problem. Let's get that fucking sorted out. Because they're not all sociopathic rapists. To assume that because someone's sexually attracted to kids, that they're a child rapist, is the same as saying, well, because I'm attracted to women, I must be someone who rapes women. It might be true. But it's not like definitively like that's how it's gonna be. Just because someone's gay doesn't mean they're gonna rape guys.
Don't fuck children.
Well, yeah, that's why they're going to therapy. They're trying to sort that shit out. They understand it's wrong.
But can you But then you got to think about it. Is that some sort of gay conversion therapy?
Not if they're choosing to. I wouldn't think. And
oh yeah, a lot of Christians have gone to gay conversion therapy on their own accord.
If it's their choice to go, I am all for gay conversion therapy.
Yes, but aren't you born that way? Aren't some people just born attracted to little babies? Little babies?
Yeah. But some people also just think it's wrong. Culturally and ethically, it is wrong. So them seeking help is, their right. If someone is devout to their faith and decides like, hey, I am sexually attracted to other men and I don't want to be because I believe it's wrong, I think they should be allowed to go to gay conversion therapy, and that's not wrong of them to do so. To make someone else go to gay conversion therapy, that's fucking horrible. You're just trying to change someone to suit your needs. But yeah, I fully support pedophiles who want to be not pedophiles, obviously. Like, you can't just say don't be a pedophile in the first place. They don't just wake up one day like, you know what? I'm gonna try and become sexually attracted to kids. That sounds like a white supremacist idea. This apparently means white supremacist. What news outlet said that?
Many. I've heard it quite a lot.
What, they get their sources from like BuzzFeed or something?
Fuck BuzzFeed.
Dude,
fuck you and your stupid ass quizzes. I don't want to know what kind of item I am from Target. What sale are you at Target? You're the beach booty shorts.
Which like Target icon are you? Ends up as the fucking ball that sits out in the
Unpopular opinion. My girlfriend doesn't think I'm that funny.
What?
She thinks that she's funnier.
Does she watch the podcast?
No.
She's not funny. She's funny at times, but you're funnier.
Yeah, fuck you. Do you want me to go with
But you're politically incorrect sometimes, so that takes.
I'm politically incorrect? You're politically incorrect.
I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just saying
let's talk about a politically incorrect opinion right now. Pineapple on pizza isn't even slightly weird. Sweet and savory is one of the most common and proven food combinations. The whole controversy surrounding it is just about flexing some sort of pizza elitism. It's gatekeeping because pizza needs pineapple. Pizza needs
gross.
pineapple.
I'm not gonna say to people like you can't have it because it's wrong. I think it's gross. It doesn't taste
Pizza
good.
needs pineapple.
Well, not everything savory needs sweet. That's something wrong with what he's saying. Yeah, it's a good combination, but it doesn't mean it needs it. Doesn't mean it's what's best for it.
Oh, fuck you. I hate you. I'm done. I'm quitting.
Like, that'd be like saying, like, well, sweet and savory go together. That's why anchovies works in ice cream.
Okay, first of all, don't eat fish and ice cream, you fucking...
Yeah, but it's sweet and savory.
I've never even had anchovies.
By his definition, that works. Just because it can go together, sweet and savory, doesn't mean it has to. Sure, if you enjoy pineapple on pizza, fucking ruin your pizza and eat it. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, savory needs more savory when it comes to pizza. And get some sweetness to your dough. That'd be nice. Like,
you need to make us pizza. Terran's a very good cook. Maybe one day he'll actually...
Yeah, maybe because I referenced the cooking show earlier that I plan on doing. Yeah, I'll do a pizza dough episode just as a reason to make pizza.
You can do a pie crust episode too there, Bill Burr.
No, I'll do a pizza dough recipe, a red sauce recipe, and...
Put it all together?
Yeah.
Talk about some clickbaity shit. You have to watch like 4 different videos to watch them make a fucking pizza. When you could just go on to Domino's and order one.
For $6 for a medium 2-top pizza.
Domino's, eat fresh.
Domino's, eat garbage that's overly salted and full of MSG, but is delicious.
You love it.
Dude, I love Domino's.
You love salt and MSG.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're not like Asian.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because you love ramen.
Yeah, ramen's amazing.
Why do you love ramen? I've never understood the appeal of it. I've never
spaghetti?
Weeb spaghetti.
Dude, I need to make you a bowl of ramen. Have I made you a bowl of ramen?
No.
No, I'll make you a bowl of ramen.
I don't want to eat hot soup.
What kind of other soup is there? Cereal?
Isn't there like cold soups?
Yeah, cereal.
That's not a soup.
Dude, it's liquid with contents in it. How else do you define soup?
I don't want to eat soup. I only like tomato soup. I don't even like chicken noodle soup.
Dude, I don't like soup either, but I'll make you a bowl of ramen. It's pretty good.
Don't make me a bowl of ramen.
Just sip on the broth.
Oh, God.
Just sit that hot lick.
Ew, shut up with your weeb shit.
Go
watch some Dragon Ball Z.
Anyway, if you at home don't... Fuck Dragon Ball Z. Watch One Punch Man. Season 2's going great, by the way. Against what everyone says.
I did not ask.
To anyone who hates MSG out there, and you think you go to a Chinese food restaurant and gives you a headache, and it's the MSG that's the problem. Alright, so what you gotta do is you gotta stop eating ketchup, gotta stop eating steak, chicken, mushrooms, seaweed,
no sushi.
Worcestershire sauce.
No sushi for you.
Yeah.
Fuck Jerry Seinfeld. I hate Seinfeld. It was a stupid show.
Yeah, it really was. I hate how people like tout him as a comedic genius.
I'm sure he was for his time.
Even for his time, there's other comedians I could pick from his era that were way better. Carlin predates him.
Carlin was going on from the 60s when he was like the hippy dippy weatherman.
Yeah.
When he was all clean cut and then he disappeared for a couple of years and then came back and was the man we now know and love.
Yeah, where he went crazy. I love how if Carlin was around today, his comedy would be really kind of like, it wouldn't be edgy at all. Like,
no.
By today's standards.
But like, it wouldn't be edgy because of him.
Yeah. But like you compare him to like Joe Rogan, Bill Burr, Anthony Jeselnik, Jimmy Carr, and it's just like,
no, he had a whole album. He had a whole album about saying bad words. And now people just say those bad words as part of their thing.
Yeah. Well, also because he like was getting arrested in his era for the things he'd say.
Did he get arrested, or was that?
No, he got arrested.
100%
sure on that one.
Okay. Who was the one guy? He was in that show, Marvelous Miss Maisel. Why can't I remember his name? He's a fucking famous comedian, and I cannot remember his name. God.
But anyway, whenever people complain about political correctness in comedy and stuff, ruining comedy, man. It's fucking ruining comedy. Comedy used to be great. No, comedy, I would say, is at its peak in terms of like freedom.
10
years ago, making fun of religion would have really fucked you over. You would have been blacklisted real fast if you made fun of religion, because like it's only acceptable to be atheist within the past about 10 years now.
I
It
think
used to be
that
super controversial to be like a public atheist.
I think that there is a lot of political correctness that people get some backlash over, but the problem is we don't ever see that backlash because we don't sit there on Twitter and look at everybody's mentions, and a lot of comedians just don't care if they get a lot of backlash on Twitter. They just don't care. They just let it go.
Yeah, but then like also look at Jim Jeffries saying cunt in comedy clubs would get you banned. And then he comes around.
And he's Australian.
Yeah, he says cunt a bunch. And
he says cunt every other fucking word. Cunt.
Yeah.
See you next Tuesday. Cunt.
But then people are like, "Oh, political correctness is ruining that."
If
you get up on stage and you're like, "Oh, look at these fucking pussy ass faggots, you fucking queers," and then obviously people on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram are gonna be like, "I subjected to this horrible comedy. It was so offensive." You as a comedian can't turn around and start acting like a pussy ass faggot about it. Like, you can't just like, "Why don't you guys like my comedy? This is a safe space on my stage. I can say whatever." Yeah, you can say whatever you want. Just grow a fucking pair and ignore them.
Well, then there's also if you're just trying to be a dick.
Yeah.
But there are dicks on both sides.
Yeah. But
comedians can be dicks and pick on somebody, who maybe doesn't deserve it. And they can be having a bad day. Maybe their girlfriend broke up with them because they have a tiny penis and they're a struggling comedian. So they decided to pick on some
or a
guy in the
rapper,
crowd.
R&B person, and just start beating the shit out of their woman. Chris Brown. Dude, fuck Chris Brown.
Why is he still like a thing?
Dude, have you gone through the list of all the other shit he's done?
No.
Like, people always bring up the Rihanna one. He's, like, also just assaulted other people. He'll break people's phones if they film him.
I've heard that one.
Yeah. And it's like, he's just a piece of shit all around. It wasn't just this Rihanna thing that people always kind of tie back to. Like, yeah, it's a big fucking thing and shouldn't be ignored. But the only reason people bring it up is because she's also famous.
Mm-hmm.
If he beat the shit out of a non-famous person, people wouldn't care nearly as much.
I got one that's a real hot topic. It's a real hot take.
Some black skinny jeans.
I agree with this one. I'm going to give a shout out to Dumma. Dumaaa.
Oh, hold up. Let me see if I have that one. That name sounds familiar. Nope. You're good.
I hate
everything
when TV shows have a random musical episode. Now, I want to say that some of these have been done good, but there's no fucking need for it.
I think the reason it's done is it's kind of the showrunners saying that they aren't taking themselves too seriously, which I can appreciate.
Psych did it, and Psych did it really well.
I don't remember that episode. I'll have to go watch it. I'll probably make 5
Psych
seconds.
the musical was, I think, like the TV movie that they had.
I don't think I saw it then.
Anyway. Welcome back to our ASMR channel. It's a musical!
But yeah. I like that sometimes they don't take themselves too seriously and kind of do like meme episodes, like a musical episode. Or Supernatural doing the episodes where they reference Supernatural, the books, and the Scooby-Doo episode. And I like it when shows break the traditional formula that they kind of have lined out, and a musical is an easy way to do it. But at this point, it is kind of just a cop-out. It's like, ooh, we want to do something.
Our page there, it's like all...
There was a network error.
Oh, maybe it's just your computer's shit.
refreshing the page. Is it still showing up on your phone?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good. We're good.
Right.
Don't worry, Terror Bear. Stop there
I like it when you
and
call
let
me
me
Terror Bear.
corrected. That's how you are in my phone.
Yep. Yeah. What do you think that a TV show could do differently though? What's like a episode idea that would
Canceled.
break form?
Get canceled.
That would break form without doing a musical. Really putting you on the
Interactive
spot.
episode.
Choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure. Netflix.
Dude, how excited are you to see James Moriarty in the new episode of Black Mirror?
I didn't see any of didn't watch the trailer for Black Mirror, so
but just fucking know it.
he
Yeah.
was an awesome actor.
Why do you say that like he's dead?
Is he not? Didn't he die in Sherlock?
Oh, the actor really committed to
Spoiler.
Yeah, to something that came out like 6 years ago.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep.
And then Anthony Mackie's also in an episode.
You mean Falcon?
Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon Punch.
If he doesn't all of a sudden have a flaming punch in his mech suit thing, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
I'm really fucking pissed off about that. I don't even want to talk about that. Let's not talk about the fucking thing. He's not a super soldier.
The Russo brothers, or no, Kevin Feige talked about that.
Spoiler alerts.
Did you read the Ask Me Anything?
I heard some snippets of it.
He said that Bucky.
Whoa, this is a spoiler alert. Like, we're gonna be talking about Endgame, so if you haven't seen it, go.
Bucky and Cap talked about it in advance.
Okay, well, stop making things up. Okay, they made shit up. Bucky is supposed to be the next Captain America. That is how it goes. That's what we've been teased with since Winter Soldier.
When he caught the shield.
When he caught the shield. I remember when that happened, you were like, holy shit, he's gonna be the next Captain America. So, anyway, I don't agree with the whole Falcon thing. I think that it does not follow comic book lore.
I mean, a lot of stuff didn't follow comic book lore in that movie.
Okay.
But the reasoning, I think, where I do like the idea.
Your shirt is really open, by the way. Stop doing that. You're freaking people out. You're scaring the children.
Good.
Of our studio audience.
Have you seen that thing where it was like a guy trying to escape chains, and if he didn't escape the chains quick enough?
Oh, yeah. That was the Nathan For You episode.
Yeah. That was fucking... for those of you who don't know, this guy was like, I'm going to be tied to this like frame, and if I don't get myself out of it in time, this machine's going to pull down my pants, exposing me to this audience of young children where there's a police officer standing by ready to arrest me.
Oh, that was a really good episode. Nathan For You was pretty... I don't know if it's still on, but it was pretty funny. Comedy Central has those like one-hit wonders that only last like a season or two or maybe three. Like Key and Peele lasted, I think, like 5 seasons.
I'm Zach Stone. I'm going to be famous.
I never watched that. That was MTV, though.
Yeah.
That was Bo Burnham.
Yeah.
We just need to put a picture of Bo Burnham because he gets referenced every episode. We love Bo Burnham.
Anyway,
you love Bo Burnham. Throw an F in the chat.
The reason I agree with Falcon becoming the new Captain America, spoilers after I say it, is because Bucky has had such a controversial life. He was a, like assassin. He murdered so many innocent people and stuff. And he acknowledges that it's like, no, I am not supposed to be the symbol of justice.
What does that say? I can't read that from here.
Whereas Falcon
It's
has
not showing
done
up on...
good stuff.
Sorry, we're having technical difficulties.
Oh, it's just from you. It just says chat
Oh,
because we're lonely.
I can't read. It's not showed up on my thing.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
You typed it.
I typed it hours ago.
Okay.
Anyway, back to Bucky being a horrible human being.
Where Falcon has only done like good stuff throughout his life. And apparently Kevin Feige, ever since Winter Soldier, has been building up to the on your left joke.
Okay, that was a great joke.
He said like that is something he has had in his head since Winter Soldier.
That was honestly a great reference. The on your left joke when they're coming out. Oh god,
dude, the
I've never been so excited in my life. Oh, the elevator scene. The elevator scene. I thought that they were gonna be. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna kick some ass and take some names.
The reasoning behind why they didn't was they didn't want the movie to just be a highlight reel of the greatest moments. They wanted it to be like a highlight reel referencing the greatest moments, but still creating a new story.
Yeah, the scene, and I saw a photo today of all the main Avengers, Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man. Yeah. They've all fought Captain America.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Captain America's fought Captain America.
Yeah, the main three have all fought Captain America.
Yeah, no, I gotta say it's Endgame is probably one of the greatest movies. Dude, to ever go down.
It even has a high critic score.
The on your left joke honestly was just like such perfect timing.
Yeah.
That I mean, I'm so afraid of how they're gonna top this. How do they top it? I really don't know.
I don't know either, man.
Like watching the Spider-Man trailer, I'm just like, they're throwing out this whole multiverse idea, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Which I think is gonna be bullshit.
But is it though? Because Captain America's got there's the whole multiverse now because of all the different timelines that have been created.
No, he closed them all by returning the stones.
Yeah, but we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, but I'm guaranteed he's gonna get like his own TV show or something. And the only reason they didn't announce
First of all, what happened to Thor and his hammer in the normal timeline?
It's probably one of the things he returns. He probably gives it back when he brings the Reality Stone back.
That's true.
Injects it back into Natalie Portman's thick ass. So she actually has a slender ass.
Okay, speaking of ass, let's talk about Brendan Urie and ass. Taylor Swift.
Dude, where did her ass come from?
Yeah, I have a poster of her in my room, Taylor Swift in my room, and she did not have an ass, and now she has an ass.
She's been doing those fucking like
loot boxes.
No, those like bridge raise things where you have like the bar sitting across your pelvis.
Oh yeah, Brie Larson did those. I saw a video of her doing those.
Yeah, you did. Probably Tom Holland does a bunch of those. That kid thick.
Yeah,
he's an adult.
Okay. Speaking of Marvel, let's talk about that. Because I was thinking about this the other day, and I was thinking about we could talk about it on the podcast, and now we're going to. I think
this is
when they
signing off.
Shut the fuck up. When they said that they didn't do a whole Uncle Ben story, origin story for Spider-Man because it's been overplayed, I was like thinking about but Tom Holland is like the perfect actor to do it, to have the Spider-Man story. I felt like it would have been really good to have him as a dorky teenager.
Yeah.
But they they did the whole let's put Iron Man in as Uncle Ben.
As the father figure.
As the father figure, because Robert Downey Jr. did fuck Marissa Tomei, so they were married.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know that they fucked.
I'm fairly sure they have a kid together.
Do they? Is it his? Is that why they're not together anymore?
I quit.
So how do you feel about marital rape?
Marital rape? Well, that's illegal now in that one state.
Which state?
I don't know. There was like
I hope
Wisconsin.
It's illegal in all 50.
Wisconsin, it was legal, and I was like, that's pretty fucked up.
Did you see that statistic about men and women fucking?
Yeah, that statistic. Yeah, I did see that one.
Yeah, that statistic. I'm gonna talk about.
No, I didn't see any statistic about men and women fucking. 100% of men and women fuck. That's not true.
Men initiate on average 3 times more often than women, but women have a ridiculously higher success rate of initiating and then having sex.
Yeah.
Which isn't surprising.
It's all about quality and quantity. Men are all about quantity, and women are all about quality.
Well, it's not even quality. Women just, when a woman initiates sex, the dude will always say yeah. He could have a fucking knife in his kneecap. It's you want to have sex? Yeah.
Yeah, let me get this thing out real quick.
Yeah, let me get this thing out so I could get this thing in there.
See, no, that's actually a good idea. No,
No.
you don't even have to tourniquet your leg, because if you have a knife in your knee and you're bleeding, just get a boner and the blood will go away from there and go to your pee-pee. And then you can stick said pee-pee in said woman's meat pocket.
Do you shower sex?
Do I shower sex? I'm not a fan of it, no.
Dude, like, I just straight up can't. I don't know if it's because of, like, the
it's like weird angles and
no.
everything, like... Yes, When I try and shower fuck or standing fuck or any sort of fuck that is not lying down or at least like in a bed, I get super fucking lightheaded. And I'm not sure if that's because so much blood has left my head to fill my dick. Or it's just like I lose like... I thought you had small balls, dude.
The dick is fine.
Do you have enough blood in your body?
I don't know.
You need...
No, like, I get super lightheaded during shower sex. Like,
if you are a doctor, please comment. I will get the tape measure and we'll take... Well, this is what we'll do, Taryn.
Dude, I'm still yet to measure my dick. I just don't even want to know at this point.
Lies. I'm just kidding. We'll do... What's that one scientist guy who figured out displacement? You know, like getting in a bathtub. What we'll do is we'll measure the volume of your penis.
So dip it in a cup of water and measure the...
No, get in a bathtub. God damn it, you're making this way more difficult than it's supposed to be. Get in a bathtub.
Oh, and then like have
and then get a boner and I'll be watching. And we'll measure the displacement to check the volume of the blood in your pee-pee. Just saying pee-pee diffuses the whole situation, so that's why I say it. I know it's childlike.
We gotta do some sort of like X-ray that shows blood. Is there an X-ray that does that? Like,
no, there's not.
I'm sure there's like a heat map kind of thing, like a infrared camera that you could put on me.
There's a thermal camera.
Yeah, that'll work. And then like have me get an erection and just watch my entire body turn blue.
Oh my god.
Just like...
He looks like one of the Avatar people with a red popsicle glued to his dick.
Dude, so...
Avatar's an awful movie.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion.
I got out of the shower this morning, or this afternoon, I guess. And...
Yeah, because you work nights.
Do you ever... Have you ever been in my bathroom? You know about the full-length mirror on the wall?
Isn't it like behind the door or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew about it.
Yeah, anyway, so... I
look at myself all the time in it. Well, I rub your hair cream on my butt hair and put it back.
Anyway, so I like moisturized and everything, did my hair, and I put the towel like on the rack, and I walked into my room to get my clothes. Yeah, I free ball through my room to go get my clothes.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, make sure the camera's good.
Door's closed and everything, so it's good.
Make sure the camera doesn't go to sleep.
Okay. Dude, there was a countdown and it was at 1 second.
You're welcome.
I didn't know there was a countdown, so people just saw some sort of weird countdown in the corner. Anyway, so I walked by the mirror, and dude, I'm like finally starting to get that V shape on my the bottom of my abs, and I was just like so fucking happy. I was like,
did you put on your Spider-Man suit and jump around? Taryn has a Spider-Man jumpsuit. What's podcast. Even some more weeb shit is it's like some Spider-Man anime crossover.
It's My Hero Academia Deku mixed with Spider-Man, so it's Spider Deku.
He'll wear it on the podcast if we get 10 followers. He'll wear it on the podcast.
A deal. I'll do it.
And he'll wear the mask the whole time.
Dude, it's so hot in there.
I know. That's why he'll wear it the whole time. So tell your friends.
Tell your kids. Tell your husband. Tell your wife, because they fucking everybody out there.
So tell your friends to watch this, and Taryn will wear his suit and say some stupid ass shit while you see his dick bulge.
Dude, you can't even see my dick bulge right now. I'm sitting too low.
That's true.
All right. Onto the... mean, I have one I kind of want to talk about.
Okay, let's end on that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. People aren't homophobic. You're just weird. So the guy breaks it down more. He's gay, and he says when we have these pride parade things and stuff, and you're walking down the street with like a rainbow dildo attached to your forehead, and you're
like, a unicorn,
and you're wearing like bondage gear and stuff like that. No, people aren't against gay people when they say that. They're against people who are just fucking freaks. And it's true. I would say the heterosexual equivalent would be a dude walking around shirtless, wearing jean shorts, and with a tattoo that says like "woman pleaser" pointing at his dick. It's like people would look down like, oh, it's trashy. What you're doing is the gay equivalent of trashy. It's weird. It's gross. Knock it off.
Is that your opinion or the guy's opinion on Reddit?
That's my opinion.
Okay, that's your opinion.
Yeah, that little second part about the tattoo. Basically, what these pride parades are, it's the equivalent of Southern trash, but applied to modern gay culture. That's how I see it anyway. Like, okay, let's look at fucking Martin Luther King Day. Martin Luther King Jr., like his days of protesting and stuff for black rights, the same as people in the LGBTQ plus community go for their rights, their parades. They wore like their church clothes. They wore suits. They were dressed well. They were well groomed. They put their best foot forward. Nowadays, it's like they just do weird shit. And it's like, we can't take you seriously when you're doing that shit. I can't take seriously like I agree with your movement. I support LGBTQ rights to no ends. I think you should be able to marry whoever you want to marry. I think you should be whatever gender you want to be. I think you should live your life to your fullest content, happiness. But you're not going to convince far-right America or even like semi-right America with being super fucking weird. Like, keep that in the bedroom. I don't prance around with my like fetishes and being like, you know, you need to accept these. No one needs to accept my sexual fetishes. The person I'm fucking, that I'd like them to, and if they don't, I'll move on to the next one. I'm cute. I can say that. I can move on to the next one. I always hate it whenever people tell me, like, you know, you're too narrow-minded when it comes to like who you want to long-term date and stuff. And, like, you know, like, oh, you don't want to date someone who smokes or drinks, and they have to be in this stuff, and they find your jokes funny, and this and this and this. You're narrowing your options too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am. I'd rather be with someone and be as happy as I can be with them instead of just being filled with regret. Like, wow, I wish I could say what I'm thinking right now without causing a fight because I thought of something really funny. Because that would piss me off. If, like, I thought of something funny and I want to share it with my partner, but it would just piss her off.
Why are you saying things to me like this? You're saying things to me that... God damn it. I'm not going to say anything.
Dude, just say the N-word.
Not what I think, but okay. Although when I do listen to Childish Gambino, I'm like, oh, the N-word's coming up. Don't say it. Okay, we're good. Oh, it's coming up again. Don't say it. Sounds weird with a hard R.
Unless Riley Reid says it, because then we got too many R's in there.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, I really wish that we could show that video on here.
Dude,
in some way. We should just project it up here. It's the most. We should link that video on our Insta. We'll link that video on our Instagram. We'll show it on there.
I know she's really like active on social media and stuff like that. And she'd probably try and copy strike us.
But we'll link it too, or like we won't play it. We'll like link it.
Well, what the fuck would she strike? What, all of our ad revenue? Would she take that from us?
Yeah. Sorry, MeUndies.
Yeah. Sorry, MeUndies.
I'm wearing MeUndies right now. If you don't wear MeUndies,
shitty movement watches.
I'd just like to say, fuck you, girlfriend, because she made cheesecake and I didn't get any. Because I'm here doing this stupid fucking thing.
You never hang out with her on Thursdays.
I know. Why did she make cheesecake yesterday? All right. Welcome to the Kashyyyk podcast. Where we're Kashyyking it up. Are the Wookiees okay?
Yeah, no, gay people stop being weird.
Dude, I just had an idea for your cooking show. Yeah. You should make Wookiee cookies.
Wookiee cookies. Oh, how would I do the hair? Would I just do?
Just use your pubes.
Okay, I'll grow them out for a couple weeks.
Oh god, do you shave?
Yeah, dude, I'm clean shaven.
Shave it. How do you get the balls?
Electric razor. I have 3 electric razors. one for the boys and 2 for the face.
2?
2. One of them's like one of the narrow clippers, and I use it on my eyebrows. Like
your eyebrows are looking way better than they did as a kid.
Thanks, man.
You look like Brendan Fraser from that movie where he was a caveman. What was that movie?
I don't know. I'm not a big Brendan Fraser fan. I don't understand the hype.
Brendan, what is some like where he's just like frozen and then like Pauly Shore's like supposed to show him what to do in Malibu or something.
Don't
believe it was a weird movie.
If she's got a pulse, then she's not my type. Yeah.
All right, you can take your weird Vans Warped Tour music and leave.
It's Motionless in White, man. I've been jamming them lately. I really appreciate their music. I feel like
you still a big Beartooth fan?
Yeah. I feel like you'd actually really enjoy some of the newer Motionless in White songs. They've definitely moved away from like the super screamy metalcore emo kid music to like now they're just making kind of like interesting rock music. It's kind of in the same vein as Marilyn Manson, but less kind of the like lower vocal and kind of the more mid-range, like high vocal, not like high, but like kind of Brendan Urie range. Tenor.
I was at my girlfriend's house yesterday. I was watching a bunch of music videos, and they were, it's weird how artsy they are.
Who?
All music videos, any music videos.
Yeah.
Like they're all so artsy fartsy. Like I was watching like Childish Gambino, I think it was 3005, and he like goes into this diner.
I've seen that music video.
Yeah, and then like at the end it ends up being like everybody's him and they're all staring at him. It's so weird. Like who really comes up with that shit? It's a really good. Childish Gambino is really good. Unpopular opinion. Actually, that's a popular opinion.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion. Billie Eilish is bad. Actually, except for that Bad Guy song, it's growing on me. I like to listen to it every once in a while. Billie Eilish.
An unpopular opinion would be liking his old music, Childish Gambino, because I think it's really good. But apparently, a lot of the hip hop community, with his newer music coming out, where it's like super kind of like forward thinking stuff, which it isn't. This Is America is not that forward thinking. It's pretty run of the mill hip hop song in my opinion. But people are like criticizing his old music for being too immature and childish. And it's
oh my god, it's almost like it's in his name.
Didn't even fucking realize that.
But no, Beatles, you have too much beat in your music. The Rolling Stones, stop rolling so much. Who?
I mean, you can make a rock joke about the Stones. Except,
okay, here's an unpopular opinion.
I don't like
Bob Dylan isn't very good. And fuck you, the Rolling Stones are good.
I mean,
I'm just kidding. You can like whatever you want. You like Paint in Black.
Yeah.
They've only been around for 50 years.
Yeah.
They have many more songs than that.
Yeah, no.
She's a rainbow.
I also just like the more like hardcore side of rock. Not like hardcore like metal and stuff like that, but
Motley Crue.
Like, well, not even that. Like the more
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin types.
Alice Cooper.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, there's two branches, you know.
Dude, I fucking love dad rock, like the kind of like headbanging dad rock.
The stuff Dean Winchester listens to.
Yeah, exactly.
To bring it all the way back around.
They made a joke in the most recent season. The kid Jack, he's just like, according to Dean, everything after 79 is garbage.
Yeah, Van Halen wasn't very good in the 80s, like Panama. Like or that one song where it's like, I think it's Jump. Oh god. It's trash. Hot for Teacher's a really good song. I don't know if that was the 80s. I'm not very in. I listen to music from the 50s and 60s and 70s, and then from the 90s and the early 2000s, and then some newer stuff.
So
although I do listen to a little bit of the 80s, like Nena, 99 Luftballons.
I had this one lady come through my check stand. She was about our age.
You work at a grocery store?
Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
And so, how about you stop? You want to talk about your work?
Oh, fuck my work.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, God.
Get some sibilants in there. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right. She was a preschool teacher, and I made jokes about killing kids, and she found them a little too funny, where I was a little bit concerned.
How do you have the balls to just joke with a random stranger about killing children?
Well, no.
Maybe she was just laughing because she was scared, Taryn.
No, she thought I was hilarious.
I doubt that.
My opening was a
doubt.
Was an Anthony Jeselnik joke where I was like,
yes.
So I was walking.
Taryn the joke stealer.
I was walking through the park a couple days ago, and I saw a kid in a hot car, so I knew it was gonna be a good day. But I'm not a monster. I'm gonna help the kid out. So I grab a big rock, go, throw it through. Window was down. Really messed up that kid's weekend. And she thought that was funny, and I just kept making more killing kids jokes.
You have some balls. Metaphorically, because you have small balls.
Dude, they do not slap ass cheeks.
Do they at least cover your butthole if you lay on your back?
I don't know.
Go test it out. We'll wait.
Well, now, I want to try lying down, letting them hang as much as they can, and, farting and see if I could get some movement going. Because I never lay on my back, especially I don't just lay on my back naked.
Oh my god, just wear some shorts, wear a kilt or something, you Scottish bastard.
I wear, a pretty tight boxer briefs. I like everything to be held together.
I wear MeUndies. Boop, boop.
Can you please not reference other podcasts on our Christian Minecraft podcast?
Christian Mingle podcast?
Dude, I really want to start signing up for a lot of those, very niche dating apps.
Like J-Date? Because you look Jewish.
The Jewish one?
Yeah. You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
Whoa.
What? What? Oh no! Oh shit! Okay, something big just happened. I don't know if we can talk about this right now. Why are you on Tinder?
If you want to know what my match to unmatch rate is, I am doing well. I'm getting unmatched very fast, and it's very fun.
Oh, because you're stealing Anthony Jeselnik's jokes.
No.
Talking about killing kids.
Mostly my pickup lines, but I'm just having fun with it. But
oh my god! Hey, you should tell that girl to check out the podcast.
Someone I know just messaged me.
Someone that Taryn has had previous encounters with.
Pinocchio?
Oh! Is that her code name? No, that'll be too obvious.
Yeah.
James Charles. James Charles. We're talking about that afterwards on the podcast, though, so that's going to come up.
Yeah.
So
I wish I could bleep this. Wish I could just take this section out.
Yeah, you shouldn't have showed me that.
Yeah. No, I have no intention of communicating with her. She hates me. I don't know why she's messaging me.
Because she doesn't hate you.
I mean,
Take a hint, motherfucker.
Not.
Take a hint, motherfucker.
Well, the three of us ran into each other at Comic-Con. Told you about that.
Yeah.
She wasn't happy to see me once I took off the mask and she realized it was me.
Yeah, he wore his weeb suit.
My weeb suit.
His weeb
My
suit.
skin tight weeb suit. What the fuck were we talking about? Dude, stop watching clips.
I'm sorry. I gotta check and see if the Blazers are winning.
Dude, what the fuck?
And they are. They're 102-94 with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Shit, dude. What
Fuck
the fuck
you,
were
Golden
we
State.
talking about?
We were talking about your sexual escapades.
No, before Pinocchio. Oh yeah, me wanting to use alternative dating websites and stuff like that. I just feel like I could find a new target market to try my jokes out on. Like, where's the
You just want to just say jokes to people.
Yeah, I really need to start doing stand-up. I did a few stand-up gigs like a long time ago, and I really need to get more.
You can do it in Portland. I'll come out.
Hell yeah. I mean, we're not moving to Portland. What the fuck are you talking about? We're moving to Portland, Maine.
I never said what state it was, dumb fuck.
Wait, so they didn't know it was Oregon? Shit, I think I just doxed us and our future home in Portland, Oregon together.
All right.
Nah, dude, we need to change now. Let's go to San Diego. Fuck it.
Yes, because we can afford that.
Yeah.
San Diego.
Maybe if people fucking followed us.
Yeah, follow us, you weebs.
I will sleep with anyone for a follow.
Anyone.
Please drop a follow, Trevor. Go make a bunch of new accounts and keep following.
Will you just keep fucking?
Yeah.
Wait, no, what if I want to do the fucking? No? Oh,
No.
then that's not fair.
For a subscribe, you can do the fucking. Subscribing costs money.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, alright then. Well, I don't think, I don't really have any more unpopular opinions.
If a girl lies to a guy about taking birth control, he should not have to pay child support. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that one. But there is
White
one.
Forest.
There is one unpopular opinion that I want to bring up before we're done today. What time are we at?
It's like, we're at an hour and 36 minutes.
Oh, okay. Then this is a good time to start wrapping things up. All right. So there's one unpopular opinion I think it's really important we talk about. Now, this is something that's been on my mind for a long time now.
Okay.
White people were the ones who invented the N-word. So I think black people are allowed to say it. White people should be allowed to say it too. So have a great rest of your day, my dudes.
Fuck, that's not where I thought that was going. Let's get this over with before you say something really bad.
I wasn't gonna hard R it. I wasn't even gonna say it.
Alright, this is Taryn r/signing off.
Just me? Are you sticking around?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick around.
You're gonna stick around to say
Let's
sorry?
stick around and start my cam model.
Should I start like putting all my things into like a cardboard box so I can stand outside my work? I didn't know it was the wrong thing to do.
Okay,
we're gonna get fired. I just wanted to give her a shoulder rub. She seemed really tense.
I was really tense during that.
Just clenching the butthole.
Yeah, that too.
No, a real unpopular opinion. I think if a rap song has the N-word in it, you should be allowed to say it. You're just singing along an artist's representation of music. Repeating his words, it's no different than repeating the work of Mark Twain.
I like to do that when I watch Riley Reid.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm just kidding, I don't. We lost our one viewer because you wanted to say the N-word.
Damn. They probably would have followed us if I followed through with it. They're just like, the balls on this man. Drop that ball.